Morphin time! Yeah!
In all movies and TV series there are always well-kept secrets and some that are not well-kept, and many are already known. In every filming and creation of a TV show there are behind-the-scenes things that happen and things that appear in the show that some viewers don't even realize happened. Power Rangers keeps many secrets, and some have already been made public, but others are so dark that the government had to intervene with the production. Some of these secrets are just rumors that have been floating in the air for a long time and we still don't know if they are real. Even so, today I'm going to tell you about them, and in the comments, you can decide which ones are real for you. For a long time, everyone has known that the Power Rangers production doesn't like to spend money on anything, and this is why the action sequences with the costumes are straight from Japan from the Super Sentai Series. This is obviously not a secret. What many say is that some action scenes had to be filmed in America, and in order to not spend money hiring professional stuntmen, they forced the actors, themselves, to do their own stunts. Because of this, the actors were many times in danger and almost lost their lives. In fact, the production was so strict with the actors that in 1994 there was an earthquake in Los Angeles. Kimberly and Trini were together at the time and thought they would not have to go to film the next day because of the earthquake. At that time the production called them to go film the next day regardless of the disaster that had occurred. The next day Kimberly and Trini went to the film set, but no one showed up and they had to cancel filming. Many know the story of Cole Evans, the Red Ranger from Wild Force, but few know the story of the actor who played this character. Ricardo Medina, who appeared twice in Power Rangers playing two different characters, although his most famous character is Cole Evans, who was accused of having taken the life of his roommate with whom he had been living for 2 months. According to the information, Ricardo was having a very serious argument with his roommate, and in order to keep things from getting out of control, Ricardo locked himself and his girlfriend in his bedroom. After a few minutes his roommate forced his way into Ricardo's bedroom with the intention of hurting him. Ricardo had a medieval-style sword and plunged it into his stomach. He called the police and asked for an ambulance, but by the time he arrived at the hospital his roommate had already lost his life. In 2015, Ricardo was arrested for this event, but the police had to release him 3 days later as they had to do a better investigation. The version given by Ricardo and his lawyer at that time was that everything had happened in self-defense, but the evidence presented by the prosecutors pointed out that it was voluntary and not in self-defense. In January 2016, Ricardo was arrested again and charged for the incident. At that time he was facing a possibility of life imprisonment. In March 2017, Ricardo pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 6 years in prison, but in 2020 he was able to walk free. A slightly less shocking curiosity is that we were lucky enough to meet Tui Trang because of greed. We can call it greed, but we can also call it justice, because in the pilot of Power Rangers, the actress who played Trini was not Trang, but an actress named Audrey DuBois who was the oldest in the cast at the time. After that first episode, the actress asked for a better salary as she understood that she was going to be paid too little, but the production decided to fire her and hire Trang. A secret that many knew in Japan, but not in the United States, is that the character of Rita Repulsa invoked the powers of Satan. This wicked witch was actually a witch in the Super Sentai series. But when they started the story in the US, the production decided to change that as they thought it would be too much for American audiences. One of the darkest things that has been said over the years is that the Power Rangers taping has a curse on it, as many of the actors have died in very strange circumstances. I am not going to name the most famous Rangers events since many know what they were. But due to the last event with Jason David Frank, this rumor started to get stronger, and some members of the Power Rangers production have repudiated this rumor since they are tired of the bad publicity it gives them. In my opinion, I think this is a rumor created by people who want to hurt the franchise, since death is a natural process of life. Although many people think that all Hollywood actors are millionaires, the reality is totally different. Many actors earn a basic salary when a series is starting, and then when the series is successful, they increase the actor's salary. This is something that did not happen with Power Rangers, as it is said that the actors were paid only $600 each week, and when the series was successful, they asked for a salary increase. The production did not want to invest more money in their actors, and so they replaced Jason, Trini, and Zach immediately, and these actors could not say goodbye to the series. This is why in the episode of the transfer of power we don't see the old actors next to the new actors without the helmets, since in reality the old actors were not in that recording and the scenes that were used were recycled. If you like secrets, like this video and subscribe to this channel for more Power Rangers facts.